So we're going to be back with this thing. I'm going to get it finished off. So this is a swing bridge. That's what it looks like. That's the box. But we're not going to keep the box on the table because it's a bit big. I'm going to have an extra little scrap piece of paper here for my glue. So far we've made this thing, which I think is the base. These little bits and the little control center thing and the bigger base bottom bit. So we've done make the base, we've done assemble the control tower, which means we should be on to, I've actually glued this entire manual together, which was very clever, if I do say so. And I ripped all the pages and made a mess of that. So hopefully that wasn't too important. We're not even halfway through. Oh, so what's this piece? This is a strange looking thing. Assemble the crankshaft first. Oh. Alright, hold on. I'm going to read this the way that I was doing it. From the tube. Okay, well this is confusing. So I don't know if I have this. Where did the tube come from? So crankshaft. Well, let's just get out the little bag. What? I can't just start off and then not have the piece that we need. I don't have any tube. That cannot be the only piece that's missing. So we need this little rod. And then we need not those ones. Alright. So these two pieces. But it looks like you're supposed to have some tubing. And I don't think I have the tubing. Oh, and I hit the camera. So, let's just put these back in for a second. There's no more tubing in there. Just double check in the box. No, there's no tubing in there either. Plastic, and slide a 0.5 centimeter plastic stopper over the end. Well, they're not in that bag. Maybe. Well, they're not in the sticker sheet, so we are just going to have to make do with what we've done and see how far we get, because I don't have any of the stoppers. What could I use on my desk for a stopper? Nothing. So that's depressing. Oh, we need that piece. We don't need the little tiny ones. So a stopper on one side, and then apparently we're meant to glue these in. But maybe I shouldn't glue them in while we're doing this. What the heck, we'll glue it in with hot glue. So I'll just put a bit of hot glue in there and put it over there. That's nice and stylish. So, and take that one out and put the hot glue on this side. I think that's going to work better. And put that one in there. Ooh, it's harder to put in than I thought. Uh-oh. Alright, there's a big blob over there. So we have to smudge that in. Oh, that actually worked out okay. Alright, it looks a bit messy, but it'll be fine. Alright. So this bit I'm supposed to have little stoppers. So what did I do with the pieces of wood that I just got out of the thing? They're right here. Okay. This is going to get... Oh, no. Sit there. Stop being silly. Alright, and then... So looking at the picture, so we need something to put some kind of stopper. I do actually have... some plastic tubing. Where did I put it? Well, it was around. So we're just going to hope that if I don't put any plastic tubing in, it's fine. Because what's the worst that could possibly go wrong? So I think it goes like they're both the same. Okay. So there should be a little stopper in there, but there's not. No, I'm very confused by this picture that I'm looking at. Okay. Maybe that's just it. I don't know if there's meant to be another one or not. Well, there's two of them. Alright, well, we're going to leave that to the side. Come back to it later. The next step is slide the road support structures, which I'm going to guess are these things here. So this is going to make it very tricky to work with, because now these are very big and they're going to muck everything up. But that's okay. So these just slide onto here. That's all you have to do, is slide them onto here. I say that's all you have to do, but it's actually slightly more involved. Alright. What is the point of doing this on the camera? Okay. That can go there. How's that going to look on the camera? You honestly cannot see. Definitely not the right kind of set to do with this format of video. So it's looking like that. So you can kind of see what it's looking like. And then this bit goes in there. And I do feel like these are actually the wrong... Okay. Which way around do they go? They must go that way. Somehow I've got glue all over that and I don't know how. And this one hasn't gone in properly. So we'll just put some glue in there. In the hole. Go in the hole. In there. And squash it up a bit. And a bit of glue there. And a bit of glue there. I should double check that I got that the right way around. You know what? I haven't. I got it the wrong way. So that's a good start. So I think it's supposed to go like that actually. Oh, okay. So it's going to go like that, which means every single one is the wrong way around. So I'm glad I got in and got that fixed up before I went through and glued everything into a big giant mess, which I have done, but only in one little spot. So, there we go. That does not look as good as it could. Okay, I think that, looking at the picture, is how it's supposed to look. So now I'm going to glue that into it in a very messy way. Oh no, I'm out of glue. Alright, quick changeover. It's like doing a pit stop. And we're back in the game. Oh, we made a big mess. Alright, and there you go. There's literally no reason whatsoever to put this much glue on it. But, you know, it's kind of fun and satisfying. It kind of got to make sure it's straight, don't you? Well, what I could do is put on the base bit, which you can't see me doing this. Okay, and a bit more glue. Bit more glue everywhere. This is kind of... Oh, it needs time to heat up the glue, of course. Okay, I'm just doing it too fast. Right, so the next step is... Oh. These bits are supposed to go in the bottom part. So this is definitely getting way too big to show on the camera. Is it really meant to go like that? How does that supposed to look proper? I guess that's how it's supposed to go. Yes, I'm a bit worried that now that I've glued everything in place, because I was just a little bit too keen. It's not actually going in. Come on, you can do it. Alright, it's done. And oh, I guess that looks okay. More glue! Yeah, I probably should wait till I've got it all assembled. Next glue stick. It's a good thing these things grow on trees. because then I'd be in real difficulty. And splurge it along there. Splurge. I think I'm definitely not taking this as seriously as I was before. But it's going to work out. So, and it's going to be rock solid sturdy. We're going to have a bit more there. We haven't actually put, so this is what I was worried about, is I've glued it in and now it's not, it's bending in. And that you really should put this bit on before you glue everything else together, not the other way around. That was a bit silly. And if I'm not careful, I'm going to break it. So I'm going to be super careful. It's very hard to be super careful because it's kind of frustrating. It's like, I want it just to go straight on. I think you're supposed to go all the way out. Like, I think you're meant to have this gap. Like, why else would they have it like this? Because otherwise the gap wouldn't be hard to make it see. So it must go out, but it looks a bit strange. Like, I think it should line up. Oh well. It's too late. It's all glued in place now. You can't get away from it. I really shouldn't glue it on both sides, just the one side. Okay, so that's what it looks like on both sides. But you can't see the other side, but that's alright, you don't have to. It's now too big to fit. So now we're at the next step, which you can't see. But the next step is make the crankshaft holder, according to this, which is where we're going to use the Pac-Man piece. So the Pac-Man ghost. Does that look like a Pac-Man ghost to anybody? I don't think it does, but it does to me. Right, this is my Pac-Man ghost. And we need this piece. So that one goes there. Alright, like that. It's a nice fit. And then this bit doesn't need to be glued in, I don't think. It doesn't feel like it. Goes in here. So this is where that bit's going to go. And I feel like this needs to be glued in. It's a reasonably solid fit. But it could definitely do with a big blob of glue everywhere. Glue everywhere. Glue, 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 glue. Glue, glue. Oh yeah, I should have just done it on the bottom, right? Okay. Where you can't see it. So make a big mess down here. No one will ever know. Except for the person who comes along to inspect the bridges. If they have such a thing. Oh, it's going to get a little wooden car. That's what I was supposed to do. Have a little wooden car to test it with. I don't see... Oh, wait. I don't see... I've got the feeling... You know what? Shouldn't it be upside down? Like, aren't people going to be driving across here? I can look at the picture. Oh, now I'm going to be like, oh, whoops. It's a bit late now for that. Oh, no, wait. What? Oh, that's crazy. Actually, I think the whole thing goes this way. Really? Okay, I'm super confused by this whole thing. It does. Really? Really, really? Oh, it so does. So I've got everything upside down. And a lot of glue that's going to stop me. Well, I can get this thing out before it sets. There we go, it's fine. And I just hit the top of the thing. Except, that was actually the right way around, and it's these things here that are the wrong way around. So I had this, oh, I'm never getting this off, am I? Nope. I have to be able to get this off. Alright, now we've got to get this off because I made a huge mess of it. Before the glue really sets. I've got a very small window of opportunity in which to fix this up. I should really have taken a good look at the picture on the front of the box. Actually, the picture on the back of the box. The picture on the front of the box doesn't help. But you can't see that because you just have to trust me. Okay, we've stuffed it up. Alright, well then, in which case, we are just going to have to ignore the fact that this bit is meant to be the other way around and just cross our fingers and hope that we can get it, which means I pulled this out for no reason at all. Which way is it supposed to go? it's supposed to go so that the hole is facing the bigger hole. Alright, so that's got to go into there. Oh no, wait, this is the right way. Well, it's not the right way anymore. Oh, I made such a mess of this. Oh, how am I going to get this off? Well, I think we've all learnt something. If you're going to make this yourself, you're not going to make this mistake again. You're going to look at the box. Okay. And besides, you're not really going to be looking too much at the bottom. But that makes a lot more sense. That makes a sense for why there's this big gap here, because that bit should be on the bottom. So that's not going to happen. I need paint, I need glue dissolve. Wait a second. What dissolves glue that I've got available? Well, the only thing I've got that I can spray on it, and this is a bed. Well, what do I do if I spray this stuff on? If I can. Is that going to make it come off? That's isopropyl ethyl, whatever, alcohol. Hey, my goodness, look at that. Oh, that's cool. It actually works. Okay, which means, how much time have I done? Oh my goodness, I've got 12 minutes left. Alright, so this is going to be me fixing up them. Oh, I'm going to break the wood. Fixing up more isopropyl ether something. Yeah, I was just alcohol. There's no ether something in it. I want to say it's isopropyl ethanol. What's the actual chemical? It just says IPA. Cleaner. Well, it's kind of working. But since I've gone and mucked it all up, I'm going to have to. Okay, well, let it dry and probably come back and fix this whole thing up a bit later. Right, we're going to use this small screwdriver to break everything. Okay, it's a lot harder to take the bigger bits off. And to take the smaller bits off. I'm actually surprised this works. Ha! Glue gun, met your match. Actually, it's like, if only I hadn't been so enthusiastic to glue everything. But how can you not be? Like, I mean, that's just normal human nature. So much joy and happiness has come from gluing things together throughout our history. It's just part of who we are. It's in our blood. But it shouldn't be. Don't put glue in your blood. Alright. I shouldn't really have to say that. It should be kind of obvious that you shouldn't put in glue in your blood. Alright. So we're going to have to spray lots of this stuff on. So the next 10 minutes is going to be me mucking around, taking this off. And that's going to be the end of the video. We're not going to get anywhere. Maybe I should just keep it mucked up. No, I want it. Ow. I want it right. Okay. This is going to be dangerous. What if I use this knife to cut underneath it? It's just not working. Well, how much do I have to spray? All of it? I guess so. Gotta like, there we go. And everything smells so antiseptic. I am so glad I don't have any open cuts on my fingers right now, because it would hurt so much. I have to be able to do this with a knife. Don't try this at home. I shouldn't be trying this at home because I'm not very good at this kind of stuff. Whoops. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, This is even visible. Because what's the point of doing it if you can't see how bad I'm doing at this? I must have a better tool for doing this. A big flathead screwdriver, which is the one thing I can't. Oh, well, there's a flathead screwdriver. Oh, hold on, I think I've got. It is kind of coming off. The problem is the glue's blocking the. Oh, I broke something. Okay, don't point it that direction. It's just asking for trouble. Oh, come on, it's just got to come off by now. Just come off. Oh, there's that giant bit there too. Alright. Okay, I give up. There's no way we're going to get that back off. So let's just get this thing fitting in this little hole again. So we can forget about that. It's just never gonna. We're never gonna get that glue off. Well, I'm not going to. So I'm gonna clean this one up because that can't be too hard. And then he says, but it is. Oh no, here it is. It's coming off. And then get this one glued back in or positioned back in, and then it's just gonna have to look really bad. And we'll just have to leave it at that. Alright, off you come. So that bit's off. I was having so much fun gluing everything together. Brilliant. Look at that. It's like I just got it from the shop. Oh, no, there's this bit here. Okay. Oh, come on. Come on. Clean it all up. Okay. Now, please go in the little hole thing. And clean it all out. So, like maybe the quicker way of doing this. Maybe it wouldn't be any easier to take this off and put it on the other side. I just don't think it's going to work now, because this is meant to be like over there or something. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. We can just turn it around. It's just not going in the hole the same way it did before. Why won't it go in the hole? Really have to clean this whole thing off. I hope I can get another one of these. Alright. Worst channel ever. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now please. There we go. It's going in. Kind of. It's still not going in. Oh, there's glue on the inside. Okay. And it came out. Alright, and then clean it up that way, clean it up that way. Alright, please just go in. It's got to go in, otherwise we'll just have to glue it in all dodgy like. And it's still not going in. It's like it's changed shape. Like, how can it go on one side and not the other one? Maybe it's actually designed that way. Maybe it's just designed to go in that way. That would be because it goes in sweet that way. Well, it's got to go in that way. It's got to. Wow, what am I going to do now? Just push it off, or I could hit it with a hammer or something. Yeah, I'm just trying to try the other side. Nope, I did good. Alright, well, okay, there's nothing to do. No option. I'm just going to stick it there the best that I can. I think all the alcohol is dried off. We need more glue. More glue sticks from the glue stick tree. And we're just going to have to not crank it very well. Because I don't think it's going to hold. There we go. In you go. There's a giant bit of glue there. That thing's never moving. Oh, it's just moved. Alright. over there. Oh, there's like steam going out everywhere. Alright, and more and more and more. More glue. Alright, I better not change my mind. Alright, well, let's leave that for a second. Try and push it in. I need a hammer. Oh, I was going to get a hammer too. That's right. Ow! Ow! That's so hot. Okay. Alright, I'll just leave it there. It's not cooling as fast as I was hoping. Alright, cool. I gotta kind of push it down at the same time. How much time have I got left? 3 minutes. We've done so badly. What a disappointing end to a really, really good start. And the rest of it's quite easy. So I think it's fine to leave it there. Okay. So where did I put the instructions? Lost the instructions. So we kind of made the crank thingy, and it even has the cheek of saying easy, whatever. It's easy if you haven't mucked the whole thing up in the first place. So we need the crankshaft. You know what? Oh, I hate this thing. I hate these instructions. I seriously hate them. I completely missed that part there where it says you're supposed to put the crankshaft inside one of these things. So I think it's supposed to go in through here. So, whoa. Right, so that's got to go. It's not quite in properly, and then I've got to get this now to go inside here, which is going to be next to impossible, but not that impossible. So I was going to make sure you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to get the little crankshaft bit to go inside here, because it, oh, sorry, just bent myself on my hot glue gun. There we go, did it, it's in. Hope it's not upside down. And so that turns around, and this is not entirely falling off. It will be a lot sturdier in a few minutes time. And we're supposed to have more little spaces. I think we're out of time. No, we're not. We've got a few more seconds. So is this the big one or the small one? I think it's this one here. So that one goes in. And it's supposed to be spaced out a bit, but we can just ignore that. And now when we turn this thing will turn, and I assume something is going to attach through here, and there's going to be another little bit, and that's going to make this turn around. So that's where this thing is going to come in. So does that thing fit over there? It does kind of, doesn't it? So I think this has got to go in like that, but let's not be too hasty and jump into it. And these are going to touch, and that's going to turn it around. It's going to move around like that. So I think so far that's sturdy enough to do the whole trick. So I don't think it's a complete disaster, is what I'm saying. But we'll leave that for the third and final installment of this what started off really well video, but has ended up being not so well. And you can't really see all of the amazing bits and pieces, so we just have to do a run through. So that's what it looks like at the bottom. It's going through, there's the crankshaft there, and we're going moving through like this, and there's the rest of it, and that's going through there, and there's all this. And that is, looking at the picture, the bottom part of the bridge and not the top part, so that makes a lot more sense. So you can see what I've mucked up there. But we're going to finish off this part here next time, and oh look, that bit goes at the bottom, so that makes sense.